I just sewed these pants in 4 hours, and I think it is the perfect time to talk about pricing for my small business. On my website, I currently have similar pants that take the same amount of steps to make, up for 160 euros. Now, quick calculation, it took me 4 hours to sew these. 160 euros divided by 4 hours is 40 euros an hour. Now, 40 euros an hour is usually the absolute lowest end of what self-employed people charge hourly, even though minimum wage in Germany is currently 14 euros. And there is a ton of different reasons for this. 14 euros, you get paid for the work that you do, and you end up with less because stuff is taken off, but you end up with roughly 14 euros. Well, if you get 40 euros as a self-employed person, you still have to cover all of your health insurance yourself. You have to cover rent, you have to pay to maintain your machines. If I am sick, I have to cover those days myself. If I want to go on vacation, I have to cover all of those vacation days myself. So there is a ton of extra cost in being self-employed, which warrant those 40 euros an hour. I, however, currently have a part-time job which pays my rent, and this is a side gig. If I didn't, I would have to charge completely different prices, and here's why. 160 bucks for 4 hours. Here's the thing, it wasn't 4 hours. 4 hours was the time that it took me to sew this. I have to source the fabric, I have to prep the fabric, which means washing it, for example. I have to make the pattern, and because of the way I work and the fact that I only work with limited amounts of secondhand fabric, and I make a new pattern or a specific design for each of those fabrics, that means every single product has about an hour and a half, 2 hours of patterning costs attributed directly to it. Usually, you'll pattern something for 2 hours, and then you will make 50 pieces. Divide that up on 50 pieces, and it's much lower of a patterning cost per piece. That doesn't work for me. So at the end of the day, these pants probably take me closer to 8 hours to make, which is about 20 euros an hour, and that, as a self-employed person, is really, really low. I am working on getting my costs down as much as possible in the upcoming seasons by reusing patterns but with different materials and just slightly adjusting them. But that is the current situation. So in case you were wondering how I came up with my current pricing, I tried to stay as competitive as possible in the sustainable fashion world. But always remember, every single item of clothing is sewn by a person. So if you're getting your pants at Shein for 20 bucks, people are hurt to make that happen.